Alright, Morena, welcome to day one of... Fuck, bro, this shit's hard. Nah, it's not. Relax, bro. I'm born for this. I love it, I love it. Morena, welcome to day one of turning pro, of becoming a creator. Well, I was always a creator. Now we're sharing the process with the world. I'll be point blank, this is kind of uncomfortable for me. I've already tried to take 5 takes. It's like, I can see me overthinking this, so from this point on, it's just gonna be from the hip. I'm not gonna double back and try to get the perfect shot or whatever. I'm gonna run you through my day. First things first, I'm gonna weigh myself. I've been on a 3-day fast from food. This is technically day 4. Today I'm gonna introduce food again, so start refeeding. They're looking good. 79.8. I've lost about 4 kgs since I began this on Tuesday. It's Friday now. About to begin introducing food and flavor back into my life, but I gotta do that slow. Now I'm gonna have my normal cold shower, make the bed, do my morning process, and get to work. Definitely leaned out a lot during this fast. I've been doing 1 3-day fast a week for the past 4 weeks. I think this will be my last one.
Baked on a buttery, crispy.
Hey, soldier boy, can I?
How many roads? A buttery, crispy crust.
Amen. I told myself that I would wing today's video and do it on the fly, and I'm struggling to wear all the hats. Truth be told, I'm a little bit overwhelmed. Honestly, when I was meditating there, I had a small moment of like, fuck this, bail. I'll make it when I have more experience. But how am I going to gain experience? I have to go through this awkward threshold, this passageway, this rite of passage, where it's awkward, it's scary, uncomfortable. I don't know what I'm doing. Everything's brand new. So everything is chaos fundamentally. It's just a matter of me gaining experience and learning to make this stuff a bit more autonomous. Because right now it requires a lot of brain power. I feel like it's strangling out my personality. I feel a little bit tense. So I just thought I'd give you an honest update. Just something to think about if you end up embarking on your own journey. But all that aside, this is beef bone broth. My first food in 3 days. It's not hitting like I thought it would hit. To be honest, I thought it would be like a bit soupy. After this, I'm gonna have some broccoli soup, which I'm extremely excited for. I never thought I'd say that. Now it's time to get to work, man. Today's task: create my YouTube channel, study a little bit on how to use this damn camera, and learn how to edit these videos properly. Meal number 2. Beetroot soup, a bit of nutritional yeast. I have to take it easy. My body is in survival mode. Anything I put in it right now is just gonna suck right up. So it has to be real basic, hence why I've gone with the soup. And they reckon don't eat carbs until you've rehydrated. I've just been in the process of creating my YouTube channel. Still not finished. I need to make a custom banner, take a profile picture. We're getting there. Later today, I have a discovery call with a dude called Jesse Wynyard. Don't know if he remembers me. He's a mate of a mate, but he has a massive following. He does content creation into personal development, spiritual stuff, raps, makes music, and he does workshops, a ton of stuff. And truthfully, I aspire to a lifestyle like that. He's a template of a dream life. So I'm gonna get on a call with him. I booked him for 1:30. We'll see how it goes. I ain't gonna be able to pull this one off alone. At this point in the journey, I'm seeking mentorship and community. I was very grateful to have a bit of guidance on this. He schooled me on game. A crazy synchronicity even happened. I might put that in a later video, but the fact that it even happened shows me that I'm on the right path. Just got off a video call with Jesse Wynyard. Man, honestly, in my mind, that was a moment where 2 worlds collided for the first time, and I got it on camera. That call, I think, was the catalyst for a big shift. I'm gonna have a workout now, an ice bath, and then we'll see where we get to tonight. So that wraps up the first part of my work day. I've created my YouTube channel. I had the contact call. I studied editing and stuff like that. Now it's time to have a workout, and this is my first workout in 4 days. I've been walking every day during the fast. This is the first time that I'll be hitting the weights. You're advised not to after a dry fast. You don't want to shock the body. I'm dying to. I want to, and I don't have a chance to film a workout tomorrow because I'll be busy. This is meant to be a day in a life. I've just set up here a little tonic. I have one of these every day before my workout. Black coffee. I'm just having a smidgy. Some organic cacao powder, some maca, organic mushroom elixir, and a little bit of ashwagandha. Now I'm gonna have my ice bath and then my workout, and I always have my ice bath before the workout. If you do it after, it can hinder your hypertrophy. It doesn't help with muscle building basically, but if you do it before, it can boost testosterone by up to 400%. Plus it's like the best coffee you could ever possibly have. I love it. It's a rush. Normally I'd knock this out way earlier in the day, but because of the fast and having to refeed slowly and do it right, I'm leaving it to the afternoon. So here we go with the ice bath, and I normally do 3 a week at 5 minutes each. If my muscles are extra sore, I might push it to 7.5, 10 minutes sometimes. The temperature fluctuates. It's meant to be around 4 or 5 degrees. So there we are, 5.7, pretty standard. Normally it hovers around 4. Always make sure you unplug it. 5 minutes.
Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the others. We give up leisure in order that we may have leisure, just as we go to war in order that we may have peace.
I call this process the 4 elements: water, ice bath; wind, breath work; earth, grounding; fire, sunlight. After this process, every part of me is awake and aware, and with a little mobility, I'm loose. And after this coffee, I'm ready to train. Today I'm training chest and tris. I went with the workout that would be the least demanding on my nervous system. I want to bust my ass after that fast. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. So that's 4 sets of incline chest press, 4 sets of ring dips, 4 sets of ring flies, and then I superset some parallel push-ups with some parallel dips for 4 sets, every set to failure. So that's my workout for the day done. Just a light one today, 5 exercises, not going too crazy, easing back into it. Felt good, felt pretty strong. Might have lost a little bit of strength, but that's to be expected. Time to get my first protein in me. My first chewable meal of the week. Cheer. And that is nutritionally solid. It's a lot of greens. I was a bit ambitious. I'm gonna tuck into this, then I'll start winding down for the day. Yeah, I'll show you something there. This is chronological. All of the artists that have inspired me through the years. I think I was about age 13, getting into Rage, getting into Tool. This is my brother's influences. Around about here, you can guess something comes into the equation. Something green and stanky. That was drawn for me. I love that guitar strap. Tupac's a massive inspiration for me. I got duality there, the dark and the light. I rock with Tupac's music, but I like more his interviews. I just think he had a fascinating mind. So this is me getting a bit older, progressing. I love Absol. It's a bummer about the route he took. No disrespect. Drake is like, rest in peace, brother. Can you spot any of your favorites? These guys changed the game for me. When I got into Frankie, Tom Waits, Dylan, Nip, Amy, my whole perception of creativity was blown to another level. While I'm here, this is my woo-woo chart. I just look at this and I re-download it. The most interesting thing for me, I think, is the 12 laws of the universe. Man, when you pay attention to these and how they operate in your life, you'll realize how true they are. Here's the hero's journey. So where would I be now? Man, I'll be around here, but like, you do multiple trips in a lifetime. I've already been around the underground version. And this, man, I really do, I live by this. This is the frequency chart. Emotional spiral. The highest frequencies are unconditional love and integrity, and the lowest ones are unworthiness and shame and guilt and apathy. That's because they're not active. They're not going anywhere. You're just spiraling into the ground. A little bit higher up, you've got hatred and anger and stuff. These are obviously not ideal, but they are action-taking emotions. And dead in the middle, you have boredom, just absolute nothingness. I always try to assess my emotions and how I feel, especially if I feel low. I know that I'm dwelling down here, and that's also too, when you look at shame, guilt, that's why it's important to love and forgive yourself when you slip up and you fall off the wagon, which happens from time to time. Easier said than done. I'm not particularly good at that, but I'm learning. It does more damage to beat yourself up after you slip than the slip does sometimes. You just gotta get back on the horse and whatever, man. It's a new day. Cause I've dried the well of lies you tell to keep yourself from somewhere else. For the known but only too well. Girl, I walk out the fairy tale. I'm staying far, far away. The damsel's woes remain. The heroes often change. Honest to who, docs? Hey, don't be slacking on the job. We're nearing the end of my first day as a content creator. It's been a good one, man. It started off a little shaky. Straight out of bed, no momentum, camera in my face. I was like, truth be told, I didn't pre-plan anything, and there's a lot to think about that I didn't consider. Cameras, lights, attachments, batteries, storage, angles, what's important, what's not. What do I want the flavor to be? Can I put music in this, or do I have to use stock stuff? I don't know, and I don't know the answers to a lot of those questions though. It's okay. I can be a mega perfectionist, so for me, it's important that I just do it. I just do the fucking thing. And so that's what this day was about for me. It's just pushing me out the door, just get on with it. I need to accept that this is probably gonna be amongst the worst videos I'll ever create. Maybe. You would think that it's only gonna get better as I gain the skills, and that's the thing, when you jump into an avenue like this, you're so green. I can speak from my heart, and I can speak well from my heart, but then I'm not fully there with it because I'm thinking about the technological side of things, and I can be a bit of a technophobe. That's part of the reason why I've been putting this off for so long. It's now the evening, and I'm gonna make my debut video. This will be the first video I ever post, and this one here will be the second. That's as far as I've gotten so far. And then after that, it's in the Lord's hands, baby. Alright, here we go. Just wrapped up my first video. I think it went well. I spoke from my heart. I said my piece. I stated my intentions. It's the best I could do right now. One day I might look back and cringe at that, but for right now, man, I gave it a good crack. So we're nearing the end of my first day of turning pro, of doing this as a professional. So now it's my wind down process, and that looks like journaling, planning tomorrow, and then I lie on my Shakti mat and I meditate for a bit. And when I meditate, I know that a lot of people do mindfulness, which is continually bringing your mind back to one thing, just to learn to steady the mind. The way I meditate is I live out my future, and not too distant in the future. I know you got the manifesting crowd that go way deep. I do sometimes, but for me, it's most important at this passage of my life to plan out my next day in my head, and I run it over start to finish as many times as I can. I list 3 things that I'm grateful for today, my 3 favorite moments of the day, 3 things that I'm proud of that I did today, 3 things that I could improve, and then after that is how's tomorrow looking? What are the main things that I need to do tomorrow? I do this in the morning and in the evening. It's like checking in and checking out. And this for me just keeps me on track and aligned. Throughout this phase, I've cut out TV, social media, socializing to an extent. I think that it's very important that during this period of my life, I just focus. I stop all the distractions and cut out all the things that are trying to take my energy from me, and I direct them at the seeds that I'm trying to grow. Because your attention is like water. Half of us spend most of our days watering other people's seeds. And you know, you plug into your phone and you got 10,000 people trying to get your attention to water their lifestyle so that they can, I don't know, that's a topic for another day. That's my full day's process. So I'll get into the journaling now, and I'll get that on for you. that's it for the journaling. I'll just run you through quickly what that looks like for me. Bottom stuff highlighted is basically what I got done today. And then I rate the day out of 10. Today was a 10. I'm out there doing the thing, man. And you gotta show love to yourself when you do stuff like that. And then up the top, I always just put a quote that fits the day. Today's quote: "The spirit of evil is negation of life force by fear. Only boldness can deliver us from fear. And if the risk is not taken, the meaning of life is violated." That's young. That's timeless. Thanks for tuning in with me today. That was alright, eh? I had fun. I already feel a bit more comfortable with the camera. It's only been one day. Although I noticed that my voice isn't accustomed to it. My voice gets real dry. I'm not used to talking this much. That concludes a day in the life of a young artist trying to chase his dream. And we could call this the first day that I turned pro. And you were there for it. So I hope this was useful for you. It was certainly useful for me, because if nothing else, this serves as like a time capsule of this period of my life. And you know, one day if I make it to the places that I'm dreaming of, it'll be pretty cool to look back and to see where it all started. And it's right here. So peace. I'm off to sleep. Much love. Much aloha. Bang.